Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gatehead Farm with Gazbeard. At an ungodly hour of the morning, the sun has barely managed to lighten the sky. But important news, if you look at the top of the screen, the ground temperature is above 5 degrees Celsius. It's planting time. And it's also late spring. We don't have a lot of time. We've got today and tomorrow to get our crops in the ground. That also includes cutting the grass and then ploughing, etc. the fields. What am I stuck on? Whoa. Ploughing the fields that look currently like that. So we've got to mow them, ted them, all the rest of it, and get them ploughed, limed, cultivated, sown, fertilized, all the rest of it. A lot of work to do today, so we're going to get straight on with it. And I did buy field 8 in the end. Also, while waiting for the ground temperature to get up, I've prepped it. I've ploughed it, limed it, cultivated it. I need to give this a top up. Right. Feeds. Yep. Okay. Oh, sweet. Do a U-turn here, and it's not going to work. No, it's not. So I can do a tyre skid. No, I'm going to have to go around the yard. More speed, less haste. How many times have I said that so far in this series? Rushing like crazy. We've been waiting for this ground temperature to get up for about a month and a half since we first fields ready to plant, and it'll be about 6 weeks. We've been waiting for it. So the 3 big fields, which is this one, the grass one next door there, and field 8. Do wheat, barley and oat. So this one will be the barley field. Just need to spin everything around. Just change it to barley. Go. Everything's folded. No. It is. So. May have to go around and just touch up the corners once they're finished. So we'll leave them to get on with it. We need to get the mowers out, and the fields that we are going to convert. Look at the mowers. They're over there, aren't they? Yeah. Fields that we're going to convert to arable from grass. We need to get them cut. In fact, we're not going to be able to use Bob today. So we'll just leave Bob here. The very first thing I want off all of these fields is hay. First and foremost, that's what I want. We're going to have to buy a loading wagon. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, if that tether's wide enough for these, we'll find out. Model 604. Is this just a 6 meter? 604. It is only a 6 meter. And our mowers are 8.4. So that tether is absolutely no use to us at all. So first things first, we're going to have to race up to the shop. Trade this in against a bigger tether. We're also going to need to buy a loading wagon because the hay, once it's dry, we're going to be putting into the TMR silo, which is a silo that I've put in place for holding the dried straw and grass silage, and then we can pull it out of there into the forage mixer. It means we can pull out as near as we can get to it the exact amount that we want of each, or each load of TMR that we make for feeding the cows. So we're going to need a loading wagon for lifting straw and the hay off the fields. Also need the loading wagon putting, well, no, we can bale it and wrap it to make silage. You don't need to use the silage clamps, which, if you've been following what's been going on, you know that I'm not a fan of the silage clamp system. Right, so what I might as well do while I'm here, we drop that off there. So let's do this the naughty way. Just hope that the local constabulary are not out and about, because they're going to be obstructing our vision, which is very, very naughty. This is purely to save time, so we're not doing multiple trips up and down the road. Get that round there in one? Yes, I can. Awesome. You weren't going to give me room to get out, were you? Got to use the drone for this to get back. Chance of seeing where I'm going without it. So the Highlands and Islands Development Board, I had a meeting with them about buying the BGA, and they gave me a whole bunch of requirements that would have to be met in order for a grant to be issued, minimum number of staff within X period, and so on. Basically, you want a grant, you've got to create jobs. They weren't particularly interested in the concept of the greenness of biogas. They weren't really bothered about that at all. So much for the climate change noises that the government keeps making now. Have I made a mistake? Is that... Oh, we got it through. Good. Right. Just drop that tether there for a moment. Where are we? I'll tell you what we'll do. We will just put this loading wagon in one of those silage clamps out the way for now, and you'll notice that the old oil tank has gone. The chap from eBay finally came and got it. Let's pick up those mowers. Let's get into that field, get that cut. Oh, got snagged on the door there. Yeah, so Highlands and Islands Development Board. Not interested in giving a grant unless I can guarantee X number of jobs within X amount of time, full-time, permanent jobs. Everything else that they requested I could live with, but in order to get the grant they were offering, would have to have 6 employees within the year. To be honest, I don't think that place warrants it. I think that place could operate with 2 staff, most 3, and even with 3 it would be struggling to turn a profit. Just get these mowers up and running. We're on broad cut, good. So down, on, to there. Snag this gate initially. Okay. Now, check this first thing this morning, and the little magic hand meter says that it's still at 67% growth. But we're cutting this now and tedding it because we want it picked up as hay. Because we're going to convert this field into, this will be our oat field this year. See, I've taken out some of the trees that were causing problems. They'll just let us move the border to the field. looks like he's getting very close to finishing seeding that field. So we'll be able to get him set away in field 8. He has. Okay. Let's just whiz him across to field 8 and get him set away over there. We've got to finish off the bits that he missed. It. Okay, so that's that done. Now, can we get this through the gate without having to do the thing on it? And if we can, it's going to be very, very tight. Oh, yeah. Turn off the seeder. Open the cover. See if we can get it to refill from this angle. Looks like it should. It's not. Why not? Are you not refilling? Must be because of the way that it's on the tractor. It doesn't like it. Okay. About a fair way to pull it in tight enough to refill. Okay, go and get field 8 sown. It's going to be the wheat field. It's the biggest one. So one in wheat. Starting position, change the seed to wheat. Watch to see that it's going okay. Yeah, it is. Jump! Oh! Nearly snagged the family jewels on the barbed wire. What is it with this? The egg box, this square here, as denoted by those 4 corners, there's nothing in there at all. Unless it's talking about that grass. Maybe that grass has got to be cut. In which case I'm going to have to get a small garden mower to cut that. It's the only thing I can think of. Tell you what, we can resolve that right now without having to buy a ride-along mower. Here's what we'll do, look. We'll throw a couple of bags of gravel down. Oh, where are we? Farms down there. Yeah, there we are. That's where we want to be. Change to that. Change the shape. Let's reduce it down, make it a manageable size. And find the gravel. Looks like gravel to me. So we back to the circle. The front of the feed trough as well. Stop that grass growing in it. That. The whole area look tidier as well. Let's see if that stops it complaining about no space for more cartons in that box there. I wonder if it's a product of the tip area for the feed tray overlapping the output for the egg boxes. It's a possibility as well. Something I don't even want to think about because that's not a job for me to fix. Don't do that. That involves moving major assets within the game end, within the ins editor. Let's have a look. Where are we at? Right. On. For you. Back to the time lapse. Okay, there we go. Check what the machine says. Still says it's grass. But I can't remember. Is that actually hay already? Does it have to go to an even lighter shade, more of a yellowy shade? I don't know, is the honest answer. Let's hold all of these. Get up to the next field. Get them all mown, get them out drying, then we can take things from there. I don't need to cut this one today. It's this next field up here. This one cut today. Still says no space for eggs. No idea what's causing that. Brilliant. Take the trees out. I did take the trees out at the far end. Let's back that up a little bit. Should be good. Turn that on. Lower it. I did. Okay, that's that one done. This is going to be my root crop field. Debating whether to do sugar beets, onions or carrots for this first crop. Onions I think have got the highest price, but maybe not the highest yield. Give that tedder a quick wash and put it away, and then we'll take the mowers up to the new field, the one that we bought the other day, where we've got all of that silage equipment. And there's a baler wrapper up there that we'll use and convert that field straight into silage bales as we mow it. No point watching the tractor or the mowers, they're going to get used again in a minute. farmer down the lane that said I can take shortcuts through his field. He's trying to get me to buy the farm, but to be honest, it's a very, very run down, very small cattle farm. And, well, dairy farm. I think he wants to get out of the game. Doesn't look as if he's put any investment in the farm for decades. Wouldn't be a bad idea to buy it from him, but I can't do it this year. All his field boundaries are thoroughly overgrown. It's this. Yeah, don't hit me. Yeah, I mean, you look at all those trees up there. He's like the edge of his, and here, the edge of his field's just all gone to hell in a handcart. It would take a lot of work to clean these out. That's his actual cow meadow there, which doesn't look too bad. But he said he's not had any cows for a year or so. He's just been using the fields to make a bit of silage and sell that. He is getting on a bit, mind. It's, he's in his mid or late 60s. I think he's ready to give it up. I don't know if he's got any family or not. Would be useful to have that cut through on a permanent basis. Coming up to this field. Get that baler out of that shed, so open the field as well so that we can get into the field. Come on, open. Thank you. Might be able to do it without moving that trailer. Have to move the trailer, it's not a big problem. Gonna need it later anyway. I'll probably need to drop the mowers here though. Don't think I'd be able to get that trailer out with those mowers on the front. I think they're too tall for that door. No, we're gonna have to have that trailer out. Trailer up here under the tree. Of course, it's facing the wrong way round. Well, I forgot to check if this thing's got netting and what have you in it. Oh, hopefully it has. Looks like it does. But this is going to take a while. I think it's probably time to end out the episode here. You know where I'm going with this now, so I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks very much for bearing with me. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. This is Gazbeard on Gatehead Farm, struggling with a end of spring last minute panic to get all of the baling done and get the fields converted from grass to crop, and Lord knows if we'll have time to do it, but we shall do our best.